was just like, hey, listen, this has been an amazing opportunity. And I've learned more since the time that I started this, and I've learned my whole life, and I'm going to be a better person. But like, obviously, like, I'm not good at this. Like, this is not for me. And they were like, if we could narrow it down and send you on to SEER, do you think you could find somewhere in the middle? And I was like, you're going to send me to SEER? And they're like, yeah. And I cried, happy tears, because I was like, I passed, you know? And they're like, I think you're the first person to be excited to go to SEER. So I was just like, yes, to go to SEER.
Yes, I get to get tortured.
Yeah, so I go to SEER, and I do really well at SEER, actually. I mean, as well as you can do.
Which class SEER is like?
The hardest, SEER C+. So
C+, on Bragg?
Yeah, on McCall. Or
McCall,
gotcha, training area, whatever. But I did hostage, POW, and government detainee.
Oh, bro.
And so I do that just fine, go to language school. Well, the guys that I were living with back at the time were defrauding the government.
They were defrauding the government?
So they basically, back then, you had to get, there weren't any apartments. Or, I mean, there wasn't any on-base housing. So everybody was getting apartments. And you got full BAH. So it didn't matter if your rent was $10 or $1,200.
Oh, wow.
You got $1,200 from the government. That was it. If it was $2,000, you got $1,200. If it was $50, you got $1,200.
Okay.
So these dudes that are a lot smarter than me and a lot higher ranked than I am, they buy a house with like 7 rooms in it or some you know, and then everybody starts subletting rooms, and it was like a big ordeal, and they got in a lot of trouble.
Oh, wow.
I got caught up in that investigation as well as some other people, and I didn't get to finish the Q course. So I go back to 20th group with no Green Beret, end up going to RASP in the meantime. And then going back to the Q course, but back to language school, but they didn't have a spot for me at language school. So they sent me back to the team, and then we go to Vegas and do some stuff there. And then my team goes to Nicaragua, and I'm stuck behind. I went to do like a basic waterborne operations course in the meantime. And then the sergeant major kind of brought me in, and he was like, you need to re-enlist so we can get you back to the Q course. And you've got to do this enlistment to go back. You'd have to do another 4 years.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, I'll do that, but you have to guarantee me a slot back to the Q course.
Yeah.
And they're like, that's not how that works. We don't know. And I was like, well, I'm not going to re-enlist. And so they didn't get me back to the Q course by my end of my enlistment. And I got out of the military and never got my Green Beret.
Damn.
And and then I knew, then I'd met this girl, and she wasn't going to marry a Green Beret anyway. So that was like kind of what got the ball rolling.
Yeah.
And so I was like, well, you know, I really like this girl, and she's already said she's not going to marry a Green Beret. And so I was like, I lost that want, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
That
you found something else that you wanted more.
Well, yeah, exactly. And I'm still married to her with 5 kids, so I got no regrets.
Did she know, because you said she did not want to marry a Green Beret.
Right.
Well, did she know that you were, did you tell her you were getting out of the military at all, or what?
No. So here's where the story gets a little fuzzy. So she wasn't going to date a Green Beret. There had been an incident where her and I went on a date, and I was trying to convince her that it would work out for her.